Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello campers and welcome to another edition of Camp WWE Review. This week's episode we will be talking about Not Without My Eyebrow, the second episode. Liam is not here because reasons, so instead it's Sam Brooks.
Hey campers, this is actually my first time watching Camp WWE.
Ah, so you've missed the pilot.
I missed the pilot because I saw the review. I didn't need to watch the pilot.
Beautiful. That's what we're here for.
That is what we're here for.
Yes, so what we will do is we'll briefly talk over how the episode goes, and then we'll just discuss it. How about that?
That sounds good.
It starts with the debut, I believe, of The Rock, who is quite frankly fucking brilliant. He interrupts a softball game, is that what it's called?
That is what it is. That thing we rarely have in this country.
Yes, so they interrupt a softball game, or he does, and not the real Rock, like a miniature Rock. Everyone's small in this, I have to, we know that by now.
They're all children, so the child Rock interrupts the softball game by killing a pizza delivery man.
Yes, Kid Rock kills a pizza delivery man. Not literally like, my name is Kid Rock, wall to the ball, the bang, nipple, or whatever the fuck this song is. Like a child version of The Rock. Kills a pizza delivery guy, and then does a home run, and goes, play my theme music, and then just disappears.
Yeah.
Disappears. It's like Liam.
It is like Liam.
Oh,
you can see where he gets his inspiration from.
Now, he's a bit of a dickhead. So, during the night, a mystery person takes The Rock's eyebrow with a knife. How's that work? I don't know. Who cares?
They cut it off.
So, basically, Vince is like, oh shit, who did this? Because The Rock makes me the most money and everything else for the camp. So, you're all in detention until somebody admits it. And everyone thinks it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, because it's like, man, fuck, I didn't fucking do shit, drink fucking beer and shit. And then, by the way, Vince has a slide in his house.
He has a grand stairway, and next to it is a fun little slide. Yeah, something we can all aspire to one day have.
So Stone Cold's like, fuck this, I'm going. So he goes upstairs, even though he's told not to, and he goes into, like, the upstairs part of the camp house, and, Vince has got an entire hallway of things that is basically like, instead of George Washington, it's Vince Washington. Instead of the Beatles, it's the Vinces.
The Hall of Vinces.
Hall of Vincents. It's just fucking weird.
Something which I think Vince McMahon would have.
Well, yeah, and he does have Vince Lincoln, which actually is an animatronic that goes, 4 scores and 7 Vinces ago, and it scares the shit out of John Cena. By the way, in this whole episode, John Cena is just a bitch. Until later on. And yeah, like, R-Truth consistently is like, does no one remember that, there's a pizza delivery guy who's been run over? Like,
there's a dead guy on the softball court. No one remember this? No one pays attention to him, of course.
No. So then they find Stone Cold, but whilst this is all going on, like, you've got Goldust, who's just silent for some reason.
Total mute.
And basically, Vince is like, I don't need The Rock. I can make money off everyone else. And he tries to get Stone Cold to be the representative for Jack Daniels. And they're like, how old is Stone Cold? And he's like, he's 8. But he's a very mature 8-year-old. And he's great. And, oh, you want to speak to Stone Cold's mother? Okay. Hello, I'm Stone Cold's mom, and I think this would be great. Oh, you want to speak to Stone Cold's dad? Oh, hello, I'm Stone Cold's dad. In, like,
what is that voice?
I can't.
Hello.
Okay.
That's not how he talks.
All right, I'll try.
He does a pretty good Stone Cold impression. Vince McMahon can do an on-point Stone Cold impression. That's something we know about him now.
Right.
Can Andy?
No.
No.
So
we also
basically, that doesn't go to plan because Stone Cold is 8.
Yep.
So yeah, Vince is like, it's Stone Cold, I'll go get him. And whilst this is all going on, The Rock is like really sad because he's lost his eyebrow and he hasn't got the swagger that he has. He's just a fucking idiot. He walked into a tree at one point. He gets like his underpants stuck on a flagpole. He's just a fucking dork.
Kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
I was going to say Millhouse. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks.
that too.
So he's
One of the
basically
same.
Millhouse. So like, Ric Flair is like, I can help you. So he takes The Rock to a strip club, and is just like, look at them tits. And The Rock is just like, cool, but this isn't really helping. And he also gets The Rock into a bar fight. In fact, 2. Because it's like, nothing, bring your mojo back then. Having a fight. And it just does not work. He gets the shit kicked out of him.
Yep.
So then eventually, The Rock is in hospital, and Ric Flair comes in, and he's like, look, the 70s were a weird time. You know, everybody had loads of hair on their head, on their face, near their bollocks, genitals, vaginas, whatever.
He didn't say it
Hairy
like
time.
this. He
Okay.
had a slight tinge of what do you call it, eloquency and quickness with his voice
Ah.
that
Well,
Andy
you
doesn't
see-
have.
See, that's the thing. So then he's like, well, one day, where was it? He lost it all? What was it? I can't remember
Yeah,
now. Fuck.
basically Ric Flair lost all of his hair, and after a morning of not having sex, he finally discovered he's the, what is it, the jet flying, wheeling, stealing,
No, he
something.
says that the hair was inside him all along.
Exactly.
So The Rock's like, you got me into 2 fights for all that, and you could have just fucking told me that. He went,
Ric Flair's the best character in this show.
Ric Flair is fucking.
He's my
brilliant.
favourite. And Vince. Rick and Vince
so-
are my favourite characters in this, I gotta say.
So then eventually, Vince finds Austin, and then he's about to like kick Austin out of the camp, and it was John Cena,
Oh,
and
wonderful.
John Cena's like, okay, I'll go then. And The Rock walks in, and he's like, no, don't kick out John. I don't need my fucking eyebrow, because I'm The Rock. And he's just like, even The Rock was in Fruity Pebbles at one point, which was nice. So yeah, that's how it ended. So John
No, it
Cena
ended
gets-
with the police coming.
Oh yes, the police
And
come.
Vince tried to run up the slide, repeatedly,
Yes.
only to fail. It was the best part, I think, the ending. The ending with Vince and the slide, it was... You know, okay, my first time watching Camp WWE, okay?
Right.
Not sold.
Really?
Not sold on it.
I
okay.
thought this was good.
The voice acting is irritating. And I get that they're kids, but they're just not nice to listen to. Other than Big Show, Vince, and Ric Flair, those are the only voices that I actually like out of all of them.
I would disagree. After watching the first one, this was actually a really good episode, and I thought, you know what, there's actual jokes in this that I found quite funny, and I literally lulled at. I actually laughed. It wasn't go like, it was like, ha ha ha.
Big
like,
Show
that
talking
kind of
about
bit.
Jewish camp?
Not the Jewish camp bit, the bit where, when The Rock comes in, he's just like, play my music. It's fucking great. And like,
Yeah, some of the jokes were good, and the Hall of Vinces is a very good joke as well, but...
yeah.
I don't
I mean-
know, I'm not entirely sold on it. Maybe if I see more characters and more situations, then I'll begin to like the show a bit more, but...
Go back and watch the other one, because then it introduces more of them. It's
Okay.
like trying to start from Breaking Bad in the middle of like season, I don't know, 2 or something.
So you
like
compare Camp WWE to Breaking Bad,
that. No, I could say that with any TV show if you start in the middle.
episode 2.
Whatever. So the point is that it's actually, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, it was a good
I don't-
episode. I enjoyed it. I had some fun, but
There are bits of it that I'm still like, oh god, will you please stop? That theme song is fucking terrible. Like,
Yeah.
just like, camp! Like, please.
no, not even camp. It's camp.
Oh yeah, like, camp! Like, fuck off.
They really emphasize the P for literally no reason, and it's
It's like this spitting
strange.
into my speakers.
They clearly
I
got
mean-
Daffy Duck to do the theme song, but
But besides from that, this was a good episode. I thought
I enjoyed it.
It was good, and it wasn't a chore to go through.
that's the important thing.
Big Show is basically a fucking idiot as well.
Reminds
which is
me of me.
fantastic. So yeah, it was a good episode. I thought it was fantastic. So we will see you next time when the next episode is apparently called Survival Weekend. Let's see how that goes. Until next time, fucking camp. I don't know.
Happy camp.
Happy camping. Goodbye, campers.
Yes.
Camping, 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 camping.
Yep.
I'll stop pulling faces. Do not put that in anything. Oh, it's too late.